All right, we're live.
All right, hello everyone. It is Monday, whatever today's date is. Do you know, Miriam?
April 8th.
All right, April 8th. The reason we're doing this short program is to let y'all know that for 1 week we will be giving an update so that you will know, those of you that want to participate, how you're going to get with us. Right now, it looks as though we will be going with Patreon. So, for all of you, if you're familiar with Patreon, do it. If you're not, we'll get you started on it as soon as we get everything established. Now, Jason Goodwin uses Patreon, as do several other people, so it seems to be a good format. So, folks, this week, we will be doing a 5 to 7 minute simple program just to let you know where we're at with rearranging and setting up our new format. Now, I do want to say that the criminal referrals that I told y'all about, Nunes is bringing them forward this week. Now, I don't know, it's a bit confusing at this point. It was supposed to be 2 people, 2 criminal referrals. At this point, he's saying 8, but I don't know until I find out a little more whether it is 8 different people or if it's several different crimes on 2 people, or 1 person may have several crimes. We'll keep you posted. But once again, I want y'all to know, and this is an example, but if you come with us, how you will be ahead of the curve as far as knowing the truth about what's coming, what's actually going on. So I simply want to say, I hope there are some of y'all that want to come with us, want to be a part of us moving to a new format, and looking forward to it, looking forward to the change of attitude that it will bring, and that to be a part of the program, we're looking at probably being $1 a month, but it will be some commitment. If you want to be a part of our organization and what we're going to be doing, there's going to be some cost per month. So with that, Mary Ellen, anything you want to say?
If anybody's familiar with Patreon, I put in the chat how to get in touch with me. Text me 240-499-6729. Help walk me through what to do to set this up. I've been on patreon.com and I've looked at it a little bit. Anyhow, but I don't have a lot of time to get it set up. So if you are familiar and want to help, that'd be great. The other thing that we have talked about, Larry and me, this morning very briefly is using this new format for training, because it is time for us to gear up already for the election next year, because next year's election is so significant to the saving of our country from going into socialism. If you pay attention to what's happening from state to state and with what the Congress is doing, you're recognizing how close we are. And see with what even Larry told us that happened with the Smollett case in Chicago. We are just on the brink of falling into socialism. And there are things that we need to do. We need people who are going to be ready and willing and to get active in the campaigns, in helping with the election in your state. There are things that we know can be done, and we need people who are willing to drive to where it needs to happen. Locally, we're not asking you to go 50 miles away. We're just asking you to stay in your community. But there are things that we need you to do. And if you are willing to participate in action to help save our country and help control the next election so that we win, you need to be part of this. So I've given my cell phone number in the chat. It's 240-499-6729. Make sure I have your contact information. We will be contacting you to let you know what we're doing and when and how. And we need your help. Thanks.
Well, and remember, guys, when Mary Ellen's asking for contact information, we're not going to be bugging you with mail outs for money or any of that. It's simply a way to get in touch with you. That's all it is. You're not going to get deluge with junk, ding dong emails. You're not going to get that. It's simply a way that we can get in touch with you.
When we send out emails, just like we do with this YouTube format, we do give you the reminder of what Larry's PayPal address is, so that, or account is, so that you can donate if you want to. We just keep that reminder as just part of the email, part of it. It's not, it's not that we're bugging you. That's just part of what we do. When I sign my name, I'm including his PayPal account just as a reminder of what it is. If you can't give, you don't have to do anything extra. The $1 a month is your commitment that we know you're in. If you can't do more, we certainly understand that. But we're hoping that everybody can at least do $1 a month. And if you don't have access to a computer, then get hold of me. If you can't text, then call that number and let me know, and we will find a way to include you if you want to be included. So if you want to participate, tell me what you can do, and we will find a way to let you help.
And I want to make sure you understand, folks, we're not going to inundate you with chores, with stuff to do. We're not. Now, there are going to be programs that you may or may not want to participate in. I'll give you an example. As we get closer to the election, we're going to have people go to nursing homes. It's a very important part of an election. There's a tremendous number of absentee ballots. Now, the Democrats are going to go to them. The Democrats are going to get to them, and they're going to get in touch with the manager of the complex, of the nursing home, and then they're going to go around and they're going to trick a lot of the people in the nursing home into voting for their candidate. They're going to do tricks to pull that off. We're not. There's two things we're going to do. Number one, we're going to get there before the Democrats do. If we let them get there first, the votes will be cast, and a lot of votes that we should have will go away. The other thing we're not going to do is we're not going to strong arm the elderly. We're not going to do it. We're not going to trick them. We're simply going to work with them and help them cast their vote the way they want it cast. But that's the type of project we're talking about. Not everybody can get that involved. Not everybody can or will be to do that. That's fine. We'll find people that will. But it's a sample of some of the periphery type projects that we're going to be doing. And we need to know if you're in, if you want to do some of that kind of stuff, great. We'll let you know when the time comes.
Now here's a project we could use some help with right now, if for somebody who's got some time to go on the computer. For all 50 states, we need to know whether the state allows early voting and what their early voting dates are. You would go to Board of Elections. You need to go to the state website. For example, with Maryland, it would be maryland.gov/Board of Elections. And find out when if they allow early voting and what the dates are for that. That would be helpful
Right.
to have somebody do that for us.
So anyway, we're not going to go through much of it here today. Just know that there will be projects that if you want to get involved with, you can. If you don't, we at least expect, this, I expect every person that joins our program from this day forward, I am expecting, counting on, when the time comes, you're going to be making 10 phone calls of less than 2 minutes each a day for a period of 10 days. This is a must. You're going to read a script and you're going to make the calls. Now, if you're not going to do that, then I don't want you a part of this group. If you're not going to make those calls, don't come here. Don't. And I hope you understand that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be ugly. But at the same time, we don't have time today to mess with people that are not going to do anything. If you're not going to do anything, go on the internet and listen to 1,452 different conspiracy programs that are out there. Go have a nice life, but don't get around us. Now with that, tomorrow we'll be back. We'll have more information, hopefully, on the Patreon program and how it'll be done. But until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Anything, Mary Ellen?
That's it. Thank you.
Hey, folks.
Bye.